AIXBT is growing. Not just the price is growing, also the attention on the token. Now the question is, how much longer can this growth last? Let's have a look at comparables. Let's have a look at who's buying and selling here. Let's have a look at the on-chain metrics most people are not considering. Now I published a video on AIXBT 35 days ago, and that video underperformed your average video. So the average video is in gray and the performance of AIXBT is here in blue. At the time, by the way, the price was 17 cents. Another video followed that performed pretty much according to average. And now we are at 54 cents within 1 month. And so since listing on CoinMarketCap at the beginning of November of last year, we are up more than 1,000%. Now, AIXBT is one of the leading artificial intelligence agents from the virtual platform. It's got 9.9 total value locked. It's got 136,000 holders. We're going to look at this in more detail in a second. And interestingly enough, it's got most of the mind share. I'm not sure what this exactly means. 16% mind share, while Game and Luna have less than 1%. Still, in terms of market cap, in terms of total value locked, it's comparatively leading. It's also quite large in terms of on-chain liquidity. So here are the trending tokens on the base chain. AIXBT has 2 liquidity pools, one against the virtual token and another one versus the US dollar. And the liquidity adds up to 20 million. That's even more than for the virtual token itself. The virtual token itself has only 9.4 million. That's even more than the virtual token itself. Virtual has only 9.4 plus 7.3 million in liquidity. Now let's have a look at those 136,000 holders. First, here are the top 100 holders. And what's interesting over here is that we already see some market makers. We see Maxi, we see BitGet, and we see Wintermute. So the price developments aren't necessarily 100% natural all the time. Here's the trading volume comparison. Most spot trading now happens on HTX, and that's followed by Gate.io and BitGet. Only afterwards we have Radium with 2.9% of trading volume. On top of that, we've also got the perpetual futures market, which is dominated by Binance with more than 200 million worth of trading volume in the last 24 hours alone. So clearly there's some leverage in the price. Clearly the market makers have a say in where the price is going. It's not just organic retail demand that's moving everything. Still, let's have a look at those different holders. On the left side, we've got the retail holders. On the right side, we've got the whales. And we make the distinction by minimum holding threshold. So on the left side, it's a minimum holding of 2,000 AIXBT tokens to be counted in that chart. In the middle, it's 20,000 tokens. On the right, it's 200,000 tokens. So that's roughly $1,000, $10,000, $100,000. We see continued adoption by small retail. We see how this is flattening out for medium-sized retail, and we can clearly see how the whales tend to sell off since the end of November of last year. The number of whales went down by roughly 20% in the last 6 weeks. But let's zoom into what happened in the last month, because still the price went up by 178%. Here are the same kind of holding thresholds, but just for the last 30 days. Again, we see very constant accumulation by small retail, and we can see how the number of whales is going down. However, it seems like the whales are quite smart about their selling. They're not selling so fast that the purchasing by those other wallet cohorts gets set off. So the market makers take just enough profit to keep the momentum alive. Because without the selling of the whales, of course, an increase by more than 50% in the number of holders would push up the price even more than 178%. Because there's a leverage effect in crypto, right? When you buy 10% of the supply, of course, the price goes up way more than just 10%. Now, crypto as a whole is clearly expanding right now. The stablecoin market cap is going up. That means that people are sending their fiat currency indirectly, for example, through centralized exchanges to the stablecoin issuers. So whenever money is flowing into crypto, we see the stablecoin market cap going up. Whenever money is flowing out of crypto, we tend to see the stablecoin market caps going down. Over here is the Terra Luna collapse. So this is when UST went bust. Afterwards, we had the FTX collapse. And then since October of 2023, we are expanding again. So money is flowing into crypto. People are sending their fiat to the issuers. And then we can see that issuance here on chain. Now, had you bought Bitcoin in October of 2023, the gains would have been nice. So that's an appreciation of 281% in the span of a bit over a year. But then there's of course inherent leverage in smaller tokens, right? It takes a lot of money to move Bitcoin. It doesn't take that much money to move something like Fartcoin, for example. Fartcoin, since listing on CoinMarketCap, went up by 18,000%. Isn't that better than just holding Bitcoin? The art is of course to find something like Fartcoin early, right? To be among the insiders, to be among the people that tend to make the right trades. And here is how I personally find those tokens early. I made a video on Fartcoin very early on this channel, and the way I did this is I got an alert that Kyle Chessy bought the token at 5 cents. That was on October 23rd, and I got that alert via on-chain analysis. So through various techniques we can find what influencer owns what kind of wallet, and then we can get those wallets and get alerts whenever those wallets transact. And so for Kyle Chessy, for example, we've got 12 wallets that we are following. Here is his YouTube channel. He's got 141,000 subscribers. And this is how the price developed since that alert, right? A very nice gain, much better than just buying and holding Bitcoin. And also over a shorter time period, right? This is October of 2024, and the crypto expansion started in October of 2023. So 1 year since that alert. And so really, this is, I believe, how to make money. It's very important to have an edge in the market, to know more than the rest. It's not enough to just buy the largest of the tokens, because again, it's all about the upside. Have a look at the top performing meme tokens in the last 7 days. It's all relatively small market caps. It's in the tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions. Each and every single token made at least 100% in the last week. This is very different to the largest meme coins, right? Not a single one of those tokens made 100% in the last week. It's really about buying those small tokens and buying them early, knowing those tokens before others do, knowing those tokens when the smart money is buying in as well. And so I just bought another token today. This time Crypto God John bought the token for $50,000. And we don't necessarily need to get the best traders always, right? It's just enough to follow traders that have a lot of followers, right? Crypto God John has 775,000 followers. When he talks about a token, of course this generates attention, and attention leads to purchases, and purchases lead to rising prices. It's not even necessarily about following the smartest people. It's just about following the people that have other people that follow them, so that we simply have purchases after our purchase. Since that alert, the price of that token more than doubled already. And so we're not just following Kyle Chessy and Crypto God John. Another influencer that has very high risk plays is Crypto Gains. He's got 144,000 subscribers. He buys into very small tokens as well, and he's got a very loyal following. And we've got 55 of his wallets. He's changing wallets more often than other people change their underwear, so this is why the number is so inflated. But we've also got wallets by the really big guys, the people that might not buy the super micro caps, but that have a lot of following to still move even bigger tokens. For example, Crypto Banter, 1.4 million subscribers, and 33 wallets of them are tracked by us. I really like this strategy. That's why I made a dedicated tutorial course just on that topic. How can we find influencer wallets? So there are several approaches. How can we then also track those wallets, and how can we finally interpret the signals that we get from the tracking? It's all part of the premium membership of this channel. Premium is not just about wallet tracking, it's also about risk mitigation. It's also about on-chain analytics, right? The charts that we have seen in this video. There are more than 100 tutorial videos in total in premium. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $165 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like premium, just message me within the first 7 days and I'll refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. Now, does it still make sense to buy AIXBT right now? Let's have a look at comparables. Let's have a look how much upside there is and how much potential downside there is. So here's an overview of virtual protocol tokens. And AIXBT is at number 2. Number 1 is the virtual token itself. Among the agents, it's already the largest token. So for the price of AIXBT to go even higher, virtual itself has to grow, or the market makers have to make the decision to not take that much profit anymore. Now here's an overview of AI agents in general, and even in that content, AIXBT is quite large. There is Fraser AI and there is Swarms. It seems like the only way for AIXBT to go into the levels of AI16Z or of Virtual's protocol is that the platform itself launches derivative tokens, because all of those other platforms do. Fetch AI does, Virtual Protocol does, and AI16Z is in the process of doing so. As a single AI agent or as a network of AI agents without actually issuing other tokens, it's very hard to grow out of the 500 million range. And so because there's so much leverage in the price through the perpetual futures, and because the market cap is already that large, I personally think it's better to buy the smaller tokens. I don't think that AIXBT is the best token on the Virtuals protocol. It's better to buy tokens where it doesn't take that much capital to move the price. Yes, AIXBT can go higher from here. Yes, if the Virtual protocol continues to grow, which it likely will, the US dollar price is going to go up. But when Virtual goes up by 20% and AIXBT goes up by 30%, then there will be plenty of other tokens on the Virtual protocol that will go up by 60%, by 80%, by more than 100%. And so I think it's better to bet on those smaller tokens, the tokens that still have more upside potential. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video, or see you in premium. Cheers!